Item 7B, Planning Commission discussion. Anyone bring to the table?
I have a question.
Commissioner Marshall.
I've been driving up and down El Camino the last few days, and there's like 2 new signs, like message board signs. And when Walgreens was approved years ago, it was a big deal to get that message board approved. And I know there's one on the south end in that little strip mall there, right next to the Quick Jiffy Lube or something like that. I forget what that strip mall is called. Almost Millbrae. And they got a sign there. In fact, it even says the City of San Bruno welcomes you or something like that. So I don't know if that has something to do with the city. And also the other new one is on the corner of Sneath Lane, the gas station on Sneath Lane and El Camino, and they have like a message board there too. And I know we gave Walgreens such a bad time 10 years ago or whatever when they wanted theirs. We put stipulations on how often the words can change and all this kind of stuff, and I don't remember those 2 boards coming in front of us. So they're both good looking, but I hate to give one business a bad time and the other ones just let them go by. Do you know what I'm talking about? You have any idea what I'm talking about?
You know, we can check on that. We'll look into that. You've given us locations. We'll go out and see those sites and check our code and see what they may need to do to come into conformance. So
I mean, they both look nice, but I just, like I said, I hate to give Walgreens a bad time and then.
Both of those signs are approved with conditions of approval that limit how often the message can change, which is what our code actually speaks to. And they're both approved subject to Caltrans requirements as well, which also regulate the manner in which the messages can change and the speed at which they can change, so they can't flash, and there's a limit on how quickly they can revolve. So both of those signs are definitely approved with conditions of approval.
Oh, so they came through.
Both of those have signed permits, and they're both approved.
Staff. They don't
yes.
come through us. Okay.
Correct.
That's fine. That's all I ask. Okay. They both look nice. I mean, I don't have no complaints. I notice things.
Is there anyone else?
Through the chair.
Commissioner Peterson.
I noticed that we have a new business in town, Google Shopping Express, operating in Bay Hill with a fleet of trucks. Can you tell me anything about that?
Well, you did call and you did mention that, and we'll look into it. I have not had a chance to check into that in terms of a new business, but we'll check into it. You mentioned that there were a number of fleet vehicles there. I'm not sure. Laura, do you know anything about that? No. We'll check into that and find out more about it.
The Google Shopping Express is same-day delivery, and it has web offerings for San Francisco, the Peninsula, and San Jose. And it's very new.
Okay, we'll check on that.
Okay. Anyone else? No? Okay. Well, on that note, before we adjourn, I think on behalf of the Planning Commission, I'd like to wish everyone in San Bruno a very happy holiday. And we are adjourned.
Before we adjourn, don't we have to nominate our new you?
Am I done already?
No, this is your last meeting.
I think January is the last meeting.
Isn't it? I thought it was December.
I think he gets one more meeting.
Through the chair, normally we would agendize that. So what we'll do in terms of reorganization, we would need to agendize that. So we would need to do that at our next meeting.
No problem. Okay. Very good. Okay. Anyone else? All right. Happy holidays, and we are adjourned.